we're already in the loading screen. I can tell you guys already, first map is going to be played on Ohana. Ben, so far, without a doubt, my favorite map of the season, because we've seen the best games on Ohana. I really think it's safe to say.
Really great games on Ohana. There's some discussion spouting up online, though, saying that it's very Terran biased. So,
regarding our league,
well, just across the board, it's on the ladder now. So that's just what people are saying. It's still maybe a little bit too early to jump to that conclusion. But hey, Kev, before we get too far into the game,
predictions.
I do want to ask you, who is going to win this series? Who do you pick?
Well, this matchup screen is very deceiving, by the way, and I will tell you why, Ben. Because if you look at this and then you think like TVZ, well, CrazyMoving had a pretty good run at MLG. Ryung lost his first match in the NASL. Now you wonder where I'm going.
I've really tried to figure it out.
But you see that picture and you don't understand why it's deceiving. What clan does Ryung play in?
IS?
No, that's CrazyMoving.
Oh,
Ryung.
yeah.
Teammate of MMA?
Slayers.
Yes.
Right.
And what was he not wearing on that picture?
A Slayers shirt.
No, he was wearing a Slayer shirt, but he wasn't wearing that jacket.
Oh, you.
He wasn't wearing the jacket.
Oh, you would go there.
Yes.
Now, you know what? All the Europeans are probably asleep right now. Nobody gets the joke. It is a very funny joke if you've watched this broadcast.
I don't know. We found it very funny.
It was hilarious.
But it was also very true. Anyway, Ben, in all seriousness, I think Ryung is going to take it. I will tell you later why if we have time for it. But yeah, I just think Ryung is going to take it.
You know, on paper, I think Ryung looks pretty strong in this matchup. A lot of people are picking him to win. But RotterDam is a huge CrazyMoving fan. He's been able to cast him in some little lag spike here.
Happens, Ben, when we're live.
No problem, Kev. We're right back in the game. This is a live game, by the way, folks, just like Kevin said. RotterDam has been casting CrazyMoving for quite a while in some playhams and smaller events like that. In spite of the fact that CrazyMoving is actually a full-time student, I'm going to buy into the hype, and I'm going to say CrazyMoving takes this series.
Look at you jumping the bandwagon, Ben. Anyway.
Zerg Brothers fighting, Kev.
No, I thought you said Protoss Brothers today.
No, you changed my words.
I would never do that.
You changed my retweet.
So, of course, CrazyMoving is our Korean Zerg spawning on the left top side of this map. And Slayer's Ryung, also known as Zerg today, so he's fighting for Zerg Brothers as well, is our blue Terran spawning on the right bottom side of the map. Of course, we saw Hedge first for CrazyMoving. And we see Ryung so far going for a no-gas, fast-expand build.
I want to remind everybody in chat and on Twitter and on Facebook to send your predictions for these games to our Twitter, twitter.com/NASLTV, or to Facebook, facebook.com/... Oh man, I don't think it's NASL. It is NASL TV.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, producer, for correcting me there. Yeah, so send your predictions. We've got show matches coming up, and we're going to start giving away NASL T-shirts autographed by our players who take part in those show matches. So you could win a T-shirt with Sin and Todd's autograph on it if you make a good prediction. You can also win a T-shirt by posting a question on the NASL Facebook, and if RotterDam answers your question on his mailbag segment, you will also get an autographed T-shirt. So cool stuff. So go do all that.
We see Ryung already moving out with a Marine, gets pretty good scout off with the SCV, even though there's not all that much to see right now. He sees that everything is normal. It's still always funny to see all these Terrans going for the no-gas fast expand, or not all these Terrans, but a lot of Korean Terrans loving this build. While against Protoss, they don't love it all that much, and all the European Terrans always love it. So a little bit strange. Interesting bunker placement over here, Ben.
Yeah,
rather than
putting
it at the wall.
Use bunker placement like this a little bit more recently, putting it right up against that ramp, so that it's just a little bit, I guess, more difficult to get anywhere. Either way, we do see a couple of Lings moving out for CrazyMoving as we hit another little lag fight. This time it was Duran. I bet it lagged because he was going to get another chair. Probably tabbed out to steal someone's chair.
As long as he doesn't take the chair of Ryung or CrazyMoving, I'm all fine.
Just kicks him out of their chair.
Yes. Flies to Korea last minute, gets an F-16.
This is my chair.
CrazyMoving pauses the game. What the hell? NASL admin takes my chair.
Duran's like, sit on the floor. I earned it.
That's hard. See CrazyMoving so far just running up safely. Of course, he is representing Team Infinity 7. He was one of the founding players of Team MVP, though, in case you did not know that.
We've got this double gas follow-up by Ryung, and this is something that's becoming so common amongst these Korean players. There's the starport going down, so we'll probably see some Banshee play. It's also possible that we might see something like a Hellion drop, but I'm going to go ahead and predict Banshees, maybe even Cloak Banshees, given the amount of gas that he's saved up.
Maybe you're right, Ben, but yeah, he is producing quite a few Hellions, but maybe he just wants to have the Hellions in the front and then a Banshee in the main base. A TVZ style we saw a lot on a map like Tal'Darim Altar.
And it's very not bad.
No, not bad. Even Obama would say not bad. Quite a few links right now moving
Wait,
out for CrazyMoving. Obama.
Oh. I thought you said Bomber. I was like, why would Bomber say that?
Bomber?
Yeah, the StarCraft player.
Yeah, I know who Bomber is, man.
But I get it. I get it now. I see where you're going with that. The not bad face. The meme. We do see that Starport landing on the Tech Lab, and Cloak does start. So it will be Cloak Banshee. So I think you're exactly right. We'll see some Hellions harassing the front while the Banshee comes around, swings around to the back.
Oh, he's Ryung is supply block just a little bit. For the people who, CrazyMoving is going for a small run by XE.
And this is why that bunker placement is so key. Lings can't run up the base. They're going to take a lot of damage. Hellions even going to show up to the party, and these Zerglings will get roasted.
Just gets one Hellion.
Yep, gets one Hellion, but...
Could have been worse, but obviously not a good exchangement at all. Nice trick, by the way, there by Ryung.
Exchangement?
Yeah, but also
That's
maybe...
another Roddy word.
Exchangement?
It's like functioning.
I didn't say exchangement.
Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
Just, you said not a bad exchangement.
I didn't say that.
You totally said that.
Watch
Instant replay, Elliot. Instant replay on exchangement.
All right, that's it. Next time you say something silly, I'll make sure to write it down in my notebook.
You don't want to be in Roddy's notebook, guys. It's a very thorough notebook.
Bailing Nest is going down. Evolution Chamber as well. Of course, the timing of this Evolution Chamber is going to be critical since cloaking field.
Oh, Ling's going to try to catch these Hellions. That's a good position to be in for Ryung.
Take a look at units lost resource step. So far, he didn't lose that many, but he did lose a lot of links, as you can see. 13 units killed so far.
I love that CrazyMoving's playing Mutiling Bane. We've been seeing Terrans basically preparing for Infestor-style plays recently, and I think that's going to lend itself to a resurgence of Mutiling Bane. Also, these Mutas are going to be instrumental in punishing this Banshee play.
Ryung doing pretty much the same thing as what Gonzi did against Sen, by the way, or no, Cloud actually did against Haper on dual side. Instead of sending one Banshee straight away, he waits for two Banshees. So if there's only a single Queen with a Spore Product to defend, he can pick up the Queen, and he's still able to pick off a lot of drones. I like that. We'll see how it goes, of course. It will all come down to execution. Is that a word, man? Execution?
Execution is. Executionate is not.
I did not say executionate. What about shut up your mouth, Nate?
Spire's finishing up as the Banshees get spotted by an Overlord, so we'll see if CrazyMoving's able to respond in time. I don't see him morphing any Overseers, though, so I'm a little bit worried. Maybe he didn't notice. As oh, no, he did notice. He just saw it on the mini-map. That's not a dropship. Those are Banshees, CrazyMoving.
No detection here. He's not morphing an Overseer idea. This is going to hurt quite a bit.
Oh, the Queen's going to take some big damage. Meanwhile, see that Viking just picking away at some Overlords. Transfusion, there's enough energy for it, but it doesn't go down.
Why do they always start focusing the Queens, man? He does pick off one Queen, but does that really matter? He could have killed 6, 7, 8 drones in the process.
He only killed 5 as Duran lags again. Now he's taking both chairs.
Stacking up chairs.
First mute is on the way. Bailing speed also coming. Critically, those Banshees did scout the Spire, so now Ryung is well aware of everything that's going on. He's starting to make a couple of turrets here and there.
He's going to pick up a couple of creep tumors, but this is something I still do not understand, then. Why do they prefer to take down Queens when there are obviously more than enough Queens for the Zerg players, rather than picking up a few drones?
And, you know, it's not a question that I have an answer to. I suppose some of the logic might be to deny the Zerg's ability to inject, but it just...
Yeah.
I also think it was a wrong choice.
Going to lose his Banshee to these, or it's going to lose the Banshee to these Mutalisks. CrazyMoving is supply block because he lost a couple of Overlords.
Leave the game. He's got enough chairs now. Should I leave that joke alone?
Yeah.
Am I wearing it out?
Enough is enough.
Okay. Sorry, Duran.
We'll save it for tomorrow. Then
Next
it's funny. Then it's funny again. Ryung is already on 3 base, while CrazyMoving is still only on 2.
Yeah,
he
but
does
he
have a
doesn't
macro
have much
edge.
army, Kev, and some Zergling muted together might be able to do some damage. I guess CrazyMoving not going to try to press it.
51 SCVs as well. This, I mean, CrazyMoving is going to have to make something happen, and that's exactly what he does.
Oh man, big attack coming. He might be able to kill this command center because I don't think the army of Ryung is good enough to kill this. Oh, but the Marines saw the morphing Banelings. Are there any tanks out?
Nope.
No, not
yeah, he has one siege tank. He's actually just moving out to the field. That's the weirdest thing he could have done.
Kind of a risky move, and here we go. Zerglings and Banelings going to come crashing into the natural. Muta's giving good chase. The depot wall cannot go up. Nice Marine splitting, though.
Might actually be enough for Ryung. He still has quite a few Marines.
Keep chasing. Couple of SCVs into the mineral line, but no SCVs go down. And
wow, this was really good because now Ryung is going to have a little bit of time to stabilize. And if we take a look at the economy, then 62 SCVs, 3 base Terran, triple orbital against a 2-base Zerg. Of course, this hatch is on the way, but...
It was a pretty solid attempt at some aggression by CrazyMoving, but he just didn't quite get the engagement that he wanted. He did not clean up those Marine numbers. And now I think we're going to see Ryung pulling ahead.
Yeah, even though CrazyMoving is putting on more pressure right now, this is a little bit tricky for Ryung because he did end up losing that missile turret. So that base is a little bit exposed right now, or quite a bit.
CrazyMoving continuing to pile on the aggression. He's making all units right now. He's just going to continue to attack. I don't think Siege mode is not ready. It's researching right now. So a big Zergling Baneling attack, like another one, could maybe work something out. Oh, and Ryung's going to drop. That's a little bit risky right now.
He's very confident.
He really
but if I were
needs
him,
every unit to defend.
yeah, I would like to see him actually keep that orbital command alive. It's running quite low on HP right now. He should be fine if he stims down the ramp with a couple of Marines, but getting close.
Here he comes, and there's the scan going down, looking for the Zerglings and the Banelings, and where are they? They're not attacking.
Over here on the right side.
CrazyMoving? He's just kind of running around in the middle.
He's making crazy moves. Hilarious.
Yep. And now he's going to go for it. Zergling's coming in, Muta's coming in, Banelings. Oh my God, Ryung's not watching, and that was a very poor split. And every single unit at this third base is going to go down. Is there enough army in the natural? Oh, with the drop in the back of the third base, though, Marines start picking off some drones. CrazyMoving responds immediately, but still, he's got enough high ground.
Wouldn't focus the extract. I would love to see him start working on this hatch instead, but since it's still going to take a little while before the Zerglings arrive, and now he should be able to pick off a lot of drones at least.
Well, this has not been that bad for CrazyMoving, and his Lings will show up. So CrazyMoving has taken out the third base of his Terran opponent, and
wow, these Marines are still alive.
wow, they're really well positioned. Finally, they get picked up. Is that another drop in the main base?
Yep. It's called Tom Cruise. He killed quite a few Vikings.
Oh, it was a Viking. Tom Cruise goes down.
That's not good, man.
It's about time.
Tom Cruise always comes back. 71 army supply against 65. Ventral Sacs being researched right now. That's an interesting.
Yeah, maybe it's for some Baneling drops. I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious to see what that turns into. CrazyMoving is still dumping so much gas into his Mutas and his Lings and his or I guess his Mutas and his Banelings, and he's been neglecting upgrades in doing so. 2-2's about to finish for Ryung, and with 2-2 against basically unupgraded, unupgraded Zerg ground army, winning fights is going to get really tough for CrazyMoving.
True, but as long as it's on creep, I guess he's going to be okay. And he did a really good job spreading creep. That's because he had so many queens, and despite losing one, he still had more than enough.
Ooh, speaking of queens, one of them going to get shot down right here. His creep also going to be denied.
But still, CrazyMoving is having a lot of time. He is mining from 3 bases right now. He's on 63 drones against 63 SCVs. But all those 63 SCVs are mining off 2 bases.
Yeah, and these 2 bases are going to mine out quickly.
Yeah.
He will be able to retake his third soon. That command center is just finishing now.
What I would love to see is as soon as
there's
these
no turrets in the main?
Ooh, not a single
Why are
turret.
there no turrets in the main?
He has a turret.
It's kind of out of position. These Marines are going to get cleaned up pretty easily, but there's more there. So I guess Ryung doesn't need turrets because he's got plenty of Marines in good positions.
Force supply depot does burn down.
And
he's going for 3-3 already. That's pretty mad.
Muta's going to fly.
You know what I would love to see, Ben? And I still don't think I see that often enough from a Terran. As soon as they mine out the main, just float over that orbital straight away. Like right on and put it over here.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's something that...
they often only do it when it really comes down to a base race
like the
scenario.
last moments of the game.
Yeah, when they don't have money anymore, just float it over a bit quicker. It's not like you have to teleport to your main base.
Tanks are on siege right now. They're going to go into siege mode, and the Banelings.
Banelings.
Oh, no. I think if they'd just gone for it, they could have made some good connections. As it stands, that was a really terrible exchange.
Lost so many Banelings and killed literally nothing.
Yeah, it was...
Look how low on money, like...
the main's mined out. The natural is going to be mined out as well. So
he
we're
has
going to have
plenty
basically
of
a
gas.
one-base Terran.
Yeah, he has plenty of gas. Just float over that orbital ASAP. I would love to see that. There's no real function for that orbital on the main base anyway.
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
Warcraft
you're right,
3, you
you're
always
right.
want to have a main because you have to teleport. But unfortunately, there's no teleporting.
Unfortunately, there's recall.
Yeah, I know.
Now this push is looking pretty scary. These are very well upgraded Marines. It's an equal size
64
army.
Marines.
Oh, picking off some medevacs.
That's good.
But I don't know if there's enough Banelings there, Kev. There's only 14 on the map, and with only a few more morphing. Yeah, it's a grand total of 21 Banelings. I don't know, man.
CrazyMoving doing a pretty good job, though, picking up units before the fight really starts.
He is really dancing in and out with those Mutas. He's killed a lot of medevacs. Medevac count down to just 3.
103 against 11. Ryung, sorry, is not aware of this base on the left side yet. Once more picking up a few Marines.
Oh, he's doing a great job with his Mutas, just picking up stray units here and there. He's really buying himself time as Ryung doesn't want to go until he's sure that he can win the fight. But more Marines falling. These Mutas are like Brood War Mutas, man. Oh, except for in that fight.
I don't think he actually saw those drones being transferred. If he only knew, maybe right now
he could easily walk over there and do something about it, but he...
This is a crazy flock of mutas. 23. I love number 23.
And now they're going to make their way down to the bottom half of the map, once again into the third base. That is Ryung's only base. Oh no, they're going to pick off reinforcements. That's even better. But Ryung with that tower control
but I think
does see these mutalisks.
On the same moment, quite a few Marines should make their way over. At least
now they will. Yeah.
So many Zerglings though. Unless, as long as he doesn't unseat everything at once.
CrazyMoving almost maxed, and I think, oh no, that's not where you want to be, Mutas. Oh, this is a really tense moment, man.
No, I'm loving it. It's really tense for both players. Look at all those Zerglings and Banelings.
Oh, and they're going to go over and try to save that fourth expansion. I think they'll be able to. A lot of Marines caught in an awkward position. Couple Baneling connections, not the best ones. CrazyMoving realizes it backs up a little bit. This is going to give him the time he needs to morph more Banes and just reassess or reestablish this.
Why doesn't he float over that orbital band?
It's a huge mistake. Ryung could take another base with that orbital, and it's not happening.
He doesn't need a gas either. He has 1,300 gas right now, so mining a little bit less gas for
Thor in the mix is going to make it even harder to engage with this Mutaball.
Mutas coming in from behind once more. CrazyMoving trying to save as much time as possible, morphing more Banelings.
Oh, here we go. Mutas from behind getting shredded by the oh, that's a nice connection. But I don't know if it matters. CrazyMoving supply dropping dangerously low at only 150 against 170. And while Ryung's only mining on one base, he's mining on enough to kind of maintain this push, and CrazyMoving supply is falling so low. 84 army supply against 106, and a lot of drones going down right there.
Indeed. Such a strong economy throughout the entire game for Ryung. Despite losing that third base, it feels like he just always had a ton of money. When Terran gets a quicker third base than Zerg, it just seems to get really tough.
Yeah, and look at this huge ball of units that are basically sitting in the natural of Ryung. He's got a huge reinforcing wave.
Should be able to deal with those Marines. He's going to pick up quite a few Mutas. Reinforcements have arrived.
That looked like an okay trade, to be completely honest with you.
If only CrazyMoving wouldn't have lost all those Banelings over here, though, I really think we could have seen a different fight.
Yeah.
Because that allowed Ryung to get this sort of contain up, even though it's a weird contain.
What? That was strange. Another big push coming down into the third base of Ryung, but this is just not enough Zerg stuff, man. Marines are spread out well enough that the Banelings just kind of melt away.
Beautiful tank position.
And Ryung's going to take game number one. GG comes from CrazyMoving.
Man, that was really well played by Ryung.
Yeah, I was really well played on both sides. I don't really mind what CrazyMoving did. Just a couple of very small mistakes. You know, Mutilating Bane, always a good, strong play style, but it's always had this sort of problem where when you're basically equal army supply, it's not the best fighting force. It's not the best in heads-up fights.
So what do you think that CrazyMoving should have done? Do you think whenever he was putting on a lot of pressure, he should have just tried to run into the natural? Because a ton of SCVs were really low on HP. Because we had that 1 or 2 Banelings literally exploding on 20 SCVs, but not killing them.
One thing that I didn't think CrazyMoving did that well is he was never really harassing. He tried a couple big attacks into the natural and into the third base, killing that third command center at one point. But he never was really active about being in Ryung's face. We saw a single turret in the main. How many SCVs could have gone down there?
Yeah, way more.
You know, and really once the pushing started, CrazyMoving never threatened the counter until the very, very end of the game when he'd already lost a lot of units.
And that one exchange was so bad. If that wouldn't have happened, then he would have never been in his position where he was sort of contained, and then maybe he could have dictated the pace of the game. Yeah. I mean, losing 10 to 12 Banelings, you could do so much more with that.
Tough to call. It was a very tense game and a very good game. I enjoyed casting it quite a bit. That first game was brought to you guys by Epson Projectors. And we're just going to set up Game 2 real quick, folks. And while that's happening, short commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Game 2, Ryung versus CrazyMoving after this.